Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and tired. Did a 21 mile bike ride this morning, which for some people that's nothing. For me, it's something. So I'm a little tired, but I ate lunch, took a shower, and I'm now got coffee. So hopefully that will help. I'm also recording with Camtasia Recorder 2021. I am tired of having the crashes, and I also want to see if 2021 does anything different or not. I don't know. But I don't want to keep having to constantly worry about, did it crash on me? And I did look in the event viewer and there is stuff in there. So maybe I'll send that to them later today, but got to get back to the problem at hand. And the problem at hand is the fact that I don't believe I am giving the right name for nested types. And I was playing around in a console app, like if you have this and I run this, what you'll see is, excuse me, something like this. So you'll see that the full name has the plus here. What we would probably want is, if we're declaring it, you have to see how you do third name dot fourth name if you want to actually like reference it. So if we want to do a get name, I think we have to include, like for this com wrapper thing, if I come back over here, the com wrapper, we need com wrapper dot com interface entry. You can also do a using static. I found that out with the refactoring. It will let you do that. But there's this whole thing about types. I actually have an issue in Rocks called the type problem, which is what I could do is just not have any using statements, just always omit the full type name. And that would not eliminate a bunch of stuff, but I think it would make it more consistent, easier. But maybe not, I don't know. It makes for, I think, for code that's a little bit harder to read. But generated code, I'm starting to say it doesn't matter if it matches the style of the consumer's code or not. It's just there to be functional, although I want it to be readable as well. So in any event, I need a way to say when I have a nested name, do I get the name right? Now I have a bunch of tests around get name, but what I want to do is something like get name for nested type. So, and that includes generics and everything like that. And what that would look like. Okay. So get name from declare type. Yeah. What base. The declare type here, if you want to flatten it. Yeah, this is where you see of, and then a flatten up here is target of. Okay. So let's do, what do I want to do? The problem here is that I think if I say get type symbol here, is that it's looking for an identifier of, whoops. Oh my God. Jeez. It's looking for an identifier of target. What I could put is an outer class and then just have target there and see what that does. Let's try that. And let's just have one test case here where we have public class outer, okay, and then within it we have public class target. What we would expect this to be is outer dot target, and let's comment those are get name for nested types. Okay, so we just want to do this one for now. This should fail because we're saying we expect outer dot target, and we should not get that. Yeah, outer target, but target. So what I think I want to do is something like this. If we want to do something like if options include generics, what we want to do is say if self.containing type is not null, what we're going to do is return self.containing type dot this. And we're going to save our name with generics is equal to that. Okay. So then we say name with generics, else return name with generics. There. So we're going to do these for all the ifs to basically put the thing in front of it, except when we flatten. Okay. So actually, whoa, that would be wrong. Get name options. Okay, there we go. Because we want to include it in front. Okay. So we have to do the same for all these, except this function pointer type, it comes up so rarely. I'm kind of saying, let's leave it this way for now until I find a case where I need to change it. And if that's the case, I will do that. So what I want to do here is say var name with, let's be, because we can put these in scope. So let's say containing, let's say name is that. Okay. That I like. So here let's say var name is equal to this. Okay. And now here, what we would want to do is something like this. Is except we don't want the dot there. We want that there. Okay. Delegate, I don't think would have a containing type, although it could, for all I know. Let's do this. Except name type symbol name self. And get a flattened name is, I don't really know. Let's go with that. Why not? Else we want to do this. For our name is equal to self.name. Right? Yeah, I think that's right. It's not repeated code, but let's kind of do the same thing here as well. Where we want to say all this. Okay. And then we just return the name. Because a containing type could have another containing type, could have another containing type. And what we should have now, when we run this test, it should be okay. Should being the operative word. And it passed. Okay, so let's throw the other ones in here and give some meaningful stuff. I think like outer here, we would want to have public class this, but then we would want like outer T outer. Just why not? Because you should be able to do that. And this would also be, I believe, outer.target. Let's actually comment these out and do these one by one until we know this is working. Then we'll do all the other ones and make sure we didn't break anything. And like I said, at some point I need to rerun the test for everything to make sure I haven't broken something really badly unexpectedly somewhere else. Okay. So what is this? Include generics. That. And we'll also do the same thing here. And just include these because confidence is growing. And when confidence is growing, that means things go badly, don't they? So now we want to see outer T outer dot target. I believe that would be correct. One failed. Yeah, well, which one failed? Expected target, but got outer target. Oh yeah, we still, that makes sense. Okay. My bad. I'm drinking coffee like a fiend. Good. Okay, 2 more. And ironically, this would probably make the COM wrapper stuff. It should make it all work, but should is an operative word there. Flatten outer underscore target, I believe. And then if we do, oh, come on. All that, put that. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. Nopers, yepers. Why would you have a base there? What? There is no base. That's bizarre. How did that get in there? Whatever. And that's wrong. Wow. So I think it'd be outer of T outer underscore target of T2. Target of T, T2, T something. I believe. Maybe. 5 out of 6? Nothing. What? Wait a minute. That's a little unexpected. Why would you suddenly... I was pretty sure it was on the line. These should run. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5, maybe? Okay. Six out of 6? 0 out of 0? I don't know. Maybe I didn't actually run on a test. I don't know. I don't know. I got 0 out of 0. But if we get 0 out of 0 again, then we know it's that last one that's causing some weirdness. Yep. Some ain't right with that last test. Okay, so let me go to the output here, see if it had anything from the last test run. I wonder if there's anything in here about a Stack Overflow. Yes, we must be of the crashing. So this is a flattened. As soon as I run this, I'm going to see it. I don't see it now, but as soon as I see it, I'll see it. If that made any sense. Okay, so we say flatten. It's not a pointer type. It's not a function pointer type. It is this. Wait, what? What's this self? Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, that is not what I wanted. Because get flatten name is this thing in here. And I believe, yep. And we need it to be a name type symbol because we want to get the type arguments. But what this is doing, saying the containing type, get the name. And what's the self type now? Outer. What's self now? T. So T says we keep bouncing back and forth. What happens is the T type says you have an outer, and it says yes, you have a containing type of the outer, and then it says, well, do the containing type. The containing type will start to go through all of the generics in the flattened named here and get the name of the flattened options because these are type arguments. See, it's never easy. It's never easy because the thing you're passing in to the generic may also be, but the type arguments, see, that's funny. It thinks that the containing type for T is outer. or T really doesn't have a containing type. But I don't think there was a way you could say named self is nested. I don't, yeah, there was no way to say, there's a way to say containing symbol type. If you're a type argument, those don't have, sorry, I just had to think for a second. Type arguments don't have a need to get a name. They just get the names. I don't think there's anything more complicated than that. I mean, could you say something like public class A that has a type T, which has a type U? That is not allowed. Of course, you could just say that, and that's fine. You could say T and U, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't do this. There's constraints. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. I'm wondering here if we can just get away with saying dot name. That should get rid of the spiraling out of control, because you should only be able to need the name there. Type parameters is different. Yeah, it passes. You can see down here, like, what happens if you declare it? You know, then what happens if that was something? Ugh. We could also do something here that says get the name, but don't look for containing name. You know, if you're just getting the type arguments. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's run all these tests. Look, see if we broke anything anywhere. God, 2 failed. Crap. I was afraid of that. Yeah, now we're getting base of int string GUID. And now we're saying base of int32 string GUID. And I bet the same thing is happening for this one. Base of T string T something. Yeah. Because we're not getting, well, what we could do here is, because what were we doing? Flattened options. Now it's coming from here. Like if we just ever got an int, we just say to display string. So now if we come back over here, what happens now? They all pass. Good. Last thing in this episode before we move on is let's look at the code generation test with the COM wrappers and see if we were able to fix this or reduce the number of errors. And we haven't even done makes, though I don't think makes should have any problems more than creates. Famous last words, but you know, 17. Well, you can't win them all, can you? The typers, yeah, we're still not giving the right name. I think this is slightly less than what I had before, but the type or namespace name COM interface entry cannot be found. And it's because we are not giving back the correct name. Tune in next time. I don't know why this is. If I come back here and I say, look at the output compilation, and I get the syntax trees. There should be 2. I grab that, copy value, come over here, cancel. Like I think we're now getting, this needs to say, because we have system, this needs to say here, that. That's the problem. Everywhere where we're saying COM interface entry, we are not giving back the right thing. Here, we're not giving back the right thing. So, yeah, disappointing. I was hoping, can we do a conditional here? Conditions. So could we say self.name contains COM interface entry. So let's run this test. This is going to take a while. Well, let's run it and see when we hit that why we're not giving back what we should be. Run it from here. Oh, we never... I thought I said run it under the debugger. Because at some point we've got to be hitting that to get the name. You would think. Unless we're actually not calling that. We never do. Wow. Wow. Somewhere we got to be doing this. Right? We can take this off. Because that's what we're trying to fix. So this is com wrappers. Okay, so we got okay. So that breakpoint did not hit unless I spelled it wrong. Com interface entry. So we're saying include generics. Oh, God. Oh, hell. Is it because it's a pointer that it doesn't... I mean, it clearly is a part of the class com wrappers. Right? Let's say self as I named type symbol NS. Or just this. Dot containing type. Well, what is self? That don't help. Containing type is null. What about symbol? Namespace. Well, that all just broke everything, didn't it? What? It's not a name type symbol. What the hell is self? Self dot get type full name. It's a pointer type symbol. Fine. Self as pointer type symbol. Dot. That's probably internal and I can't see it. Harumph. That is just bizarre though. That if I say self dot and I say name, it doesn't even have a name. What? That's no way. Self dot do display string to display parts. Yeah, and it's a length of 10. What is that actually? It's an immutable array. To array. Can you just like show me all the parts? System dot. Oh God. How would you even know what symbol display format? What's fully qualified format? Well, that would give you everything. Yeah, that doesn't give me enough. And that's why we're getting that, but we're not. But then we see containing type here and it thinks it doesn't have a containing type. Is there anything like I pointer type symbol? It is. Self as I pointer type symbol. You still think you're null. Containing. Wow. Oh boy. I didn't think that a I pointer type symbol would be this much of a pain. I really didn't. Is there any way to tell PointedAtType? Oh my goodness gracious gravy. We're going to need a method to say like get containing type, which is smart enough to say if you're a pointer type symbol, get the PointedAtType and get its containing type. Otherwise you just get containing type, and that's what we're going to use here everywhere. Tune in next time. That's what I'm going to do in the next episode. We'll add tests for that as well. And then hopefully we can move on. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.